All right, so kicking things off within this lesson on the CRM and contacts section, we're going to go from our home page and click on CRM, and the first stage is contacts. And you're going to be brought to this page, which is an overview of all of the different customers that are within your loyalty program. Now, you're going to see the first thing that you can edit here is the amount of rows per page. So you can expand this if you'd like to, so that you have 50 per page. You can do 100 per page, whatever your preference is. And then the other thing that you can edit on this overview page here is the columns. So if you want to do so, you can click on Edit Columns. You'll see the visible columns here first. So we have avatar, email, first and last name, etc. If you want to change any of this information, so let's say you want to change the order of these, you can click on the left-hand side here and you can drag them to be in the order that you would like them to be. So let's say we want to start with email, followed by avatar, first name, and last name. Maybe you'll say you don't want to see the address. So if you want to remove anything from the view, you can click on the eye icon on the right-hand side. And similarly, if you want to actually add anything to your view, so let's say their last transaction date, so when their most recent transaction was, if you want to add that, you can then click on the eye icon here, and that's going to be added. And if you want to bring that up in order to be, for example, after their names, then you can do that really, really easily. Then the next thing that I want to show you here is actually how you can add a contact. So you're going to click Add Contact in the top right-hand corner here, and you're going to be prompted to enter their email address. Now, just to give you a little bit of context as to why you're asked for their email address, this is essential when you are creating a contact because the email address serves as the unique identifier for every customer within your loyalty program. You can also configure a different unique identifier. So let's say something like a phone number or a license plate, which will be unique to each individual. You can also just use a string of letters or numbers, for example, as long as you have a system that ensures that you can keep it unique to each customer. You can completely customize your unique identifiers. But for now, I'm just going to enter my email address here, and I'm going to hit Create. And now, once you've created the contact, you're going to be brought to this summary page where you get an overview of all of their details, like their email, their address, language, tier, etc. If you want to change any of this information, you can click All Attributes here in the top right-hand corner, and then you can enter the details. So you can enter first and last name, for example. You can enter birth date if you would like, and then age will automatically be calculated based on that. You can enter in a phone number, for example, or even an address if you want to. And what you'll see is we actually have the attribute that we created earlier when we were going through these settings, if you followed the course on settings, where we have our favorite dish. So we can also select a value for that for this newly created contact if we would like to. I'm going to select burger, and then you can hit submit there, and that will be successfully saved. If you navigate to the left-hand side here, you're going to see that you have an overview of everything else related to this specific contact. So here we are on profile where you can edit things. You can also go to loyalty where you get an overview of how they're interacting with your program, what their point balance is like, their total purchases, for example, their point transactions. You also have activity here, so you can see their loyalty activity, any of the attributes that have changed, which you can see I've just adjusted now. You can also see the campaigns. So once we get to marketing, you'll see the campaigns that have been sent out to them, any of the automation runs that they've been involved in, and similarly any automated emails they've received. And then you're going to see form submissions, you're going to see vouchers, and then you have finally business profile and prepaid transactions. Then on top of that, you have subscriptions. So those are those marketing subscriptions we configured within your settings. So as you can see, this contact is not subscribed to marketing, but is subscribed to the Leat Academy and functional emails. You can also change this here if you would like to subscribe this contact to marketing, for example. You also have lists here. So every contact will be a member of the All Contacts list. If you create some other lists, which I'm going to do actually in just a few videos as part of this lesson, then you'll be able to see those lists here as well, provided this contact is a member of those lists. Then you have issued passes, which is going to be wallet passes, which a customer should receive after they have signed up. That's also something I'm going to cover in just 2 or 3 videos. Then you have identifiers, which will actually be the next step in this course. They're tier if you have a tier-based loyalty system. And then finally, you have the referral information and information on whether or not they've been part of any kind of import. So that's an overview of the individual contact, as well as what you can expect to see when you're on this overview of all of your customers, how you can edit those columns. And then the final thing is that if you want to export any of these details about your customers, you can just click on export here. You can select all of the different attributes that you would like included in the export. So email address, the creation date, for example. You can also put things in like their credit balance maybe. And then once you've selected all of these details, you click through to next. You'll get an overview of everything here. You can rename it if you would like to. So you can say contact export. Choose things like your date notation, etc., and whether or not you'd like to be notified via email once the export is ready. And then you can start the export. So this is an overview of the very general and basic aspects of your contact overview, how you can kind of edit those things. And now I'm going to jump into how you can actually import contacts if needs be, as well as assigning some unique identifiers to those contacts. So I'll see you in the next video.